Hollywood will never be the same after Olivia Newton-John, the adored actress who won hearts with her iconic Grease performance and musical legacy, passed away. However, beneath her radiant smile and public presence lay unseen hardships and unspoken tales that were never brought to light. While her supporters grieve for her, new information about her life keeps coming to light, revealing details that were kept hidden for a very long time. Which secrets did Olivia refuse to reveal to the world? Come along as we unearth the little-known facts about Olivia Newton-John's life and her valiant struggle until the end. Olivia's early life in England and Australia. The early years of Olivia Newton-John's life were highly influential in forming her artistic and personal identities. Olivia was raised in a milieu that encouraged creative expression and intellectual inquiry. Her mother, Max Born, was a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, and her father, an MI5 agent, was a well-educated and culturally savvy family. Olivia was born in Cambridge, England, in 1948. When she was 6, her family moved to Melbourne, Australia, which was a big adjustment. Olivia found the dynamic cultural environment to foster her emerging skills in Australia. Her love of music bloomed as a student at Christ Church Grammar School and then University High School, where she participated in local competitions and school performances. She was a regular performer on the popular TV show The Happy Show after winning a local talent competition. These early performances served as more than just exhibitions of her talent. They paved the way for her later achievements. Her early cultural exposure in Australia and Britain helped her understand various musical styles and improved her ability to engage with global audiences. She gained a special combination of resilience and adaptability from her bicultural background, which defined her personal and professional life. Olivia's promising career and popularity. Olivia Newton-John's rise to global fame is evidence of her capacity to develop artistically while staying in touch with her audience. In 1966, her career formally began, showcasing her charisma and adaptability. She first collaborated with friend and producer Pat Carroll, who performed throughout Europe, giving her great experience. Her first solo album, If Not For You, came out in 1971 and included Bob Dylan's song of the same name. Her ability to convey emotion in every note of this song was evident, in addition to showcasing her delicate, ethereal vocals. Her worldwide popularity began with the album's success in the U.S. and the U.K. Olivia's life changed significantly in the middle of the 1970s when she recorded the songs Have You Never Been Mellow and I Honestly Love You, the latter of which won her a Grammy Award for Record of the Year. Her unusual sound, a blend of warmth and purity, helped reinvent pop and country music, giving her a unique position in both genres. Sincerity and commitment were the cornerstones of Olivia's rise, supported by her vocal prowess and genuine connection with fans. She remained relevant for decades because of her ability to constantly reinvent herself while adhering to her artistic roots. This reflected her strategic vision and comprehension of the dynamics of the music industry. Olivia's rise to fame during this time in her life laid the groundwork for her subsequent aspirations in acting and singing. Blending pop and country music. Olivia Newton-John distinguished herself in an industry frequently hostile to genre-bending advances by mastering the complex fusion of pop and country music. Olivia dared to move between these genres with ease in the 1970s when the music world was highly divided. This unique synthesis began with the publication of her 1973 album, Let Me Be There. Along with rising to the top of the pop charts, the title single won her a Grammy for Best Female Country Vocal Performance. This achievement demonstrated her ability to connect with a wide range of listeners. Country enthusiasts were drawn to the emotional honesty she infused into her songs. At the same time, pop lovers enjoyed her infectious melodies. Olivia broadened the scope of her story by embracing both genres and delving into various lyrical themes, ranging from joyful anthems to introspective reflections. Frequent overseas tours contributed to her transatlantic appeal and increased her global fan base and cultural influence. Her adeptness in navigating these genres demonstrated her profound comprehension of musical narrative. Olivia paved the way for later musicians who wanted to push the boundaries of their genres and encouraged artistic creativity. Her longevity in the field was facilitated by her artistic boldness, which also encouraged others to follow in her footsteps. Her sound left a lasting impression on the music industry, inspiring a broader interpretation of what pop and country music could accomplish combined. Legal battle with MCA Records. The legal dispute between Olivia Newton-John and MCA Records in the 1970s and 1980s symbolized the more significant challenges musicians encountered in the music business. Olivia signed a contract with MCA, pledging to release 4 albums in 2 years. However, there was a lot of tension between the two sides due to production delays and divergent artistic approaches. Olivia's viewpoint, prioritizing quality over quantity and creative freedom, frequently ran counter to MCA's profit-driven goals. This disagreement resulted in a lawsuit to resolve the vagueness of contractual responsibilities regarding record releases and extensions. The power disparity between record companies and artists was brought to light by this well-known case, which attracted attention from the whole industry. Olivia's decision to take MCA on was audacious, especially considering that she was a female artist at the time, and it demonstrated the pressing need for more equitable contract negotiations and significant industry reform. Her actions spurred meaningful discussions inside the music industry and inspired other musicians to stand up for their rights and interests. In addition to giving Olivia back control over her creative output, the lawsuit's settlement opened the door for more open and fair contracts in the sector. Many found strength in her resolve to advocate for herself, showing that integrity and artistic ability can coexist in the music industry. Industry changes post-contract dispute. Olivia Newton-John's historic legal dispute with MCA Records had far-reaching effects that extended beyond her professional life, sparking broader industry shifts and launching a new chapter in the history of artist advocacy. The inflexibility and unfairness of recording contracts were brought to light by this case, which led to a review of accepted business procedures. Before this crucial time, contracts were frequently skewed significantly in record corporations' favor, giving artists little control over their release schedules and creative choices. Olivia's unwavering battle brought these disparities to light and ignited a reform movement across the music industry. As a result of her lawsuit, other artists were inspired to evaluate their contracts closely, which sparked a movement for more fair conditions. Record labels started to realize that they needed to change the way they worked, focusing on more cooperative and win-win relationships. This change gave artists more control over their creations and promoted a more inventive and dynamic work atmosphere free from the constrictive barriers to creativity. Olivia's victorious battle exemplified the strength of activism and resiliency, motivating many musicians to take control of their creative careers. Her victory had far-reaching consequences since it created the framework for more equitable and balanced partnerships between labels and artists, impacting music business professionals and upcoming generations of performers. Shifts to album-based contracts. After Olivia Newton-John's court triumph, the music industry started implementing contract arrangements prioritizing the number of albums produced over set periods. Olivia's legal proceedings highlighted the dangers of time-based contracts, which significantly impacted this change in thinking. Time-based contracts, prioritizing deadlines above the creative process, frequently put artists under pressure to produce work quickly enough to jeopardize their personal and artistic integrity. On the other hand, album-based contracts provided artists with more freedom. They promoted more creative experimentation because they could concentrate on meaningful work rather than worrying about unavoidable deadlines. This change recognized the value of valuing and supporting musicians' unique rhythms and promoting healthier and more productive surroundings for making music. For many of Olivia's peers who came after her, this adjustment was a crucial step in regaining creative independence. It enabled her to pursue artistic endeavors that she might not have been able to pursue otherwise due to the strict limitations of a solely time-driven paradigm. Because of this, the album-based contract model helped spark a kind of industry renaissance by promoting a wide range of creative and unique musical expressions that could be developed and presented authentically. This significant change was sparked by Olivia's challenge, which emphasizes the value of viewing art as a cultural organism deserving of time and creative freedom rather than just a product to be sold. Olivia's real estate ventures. Olivia Newton-John's real estate endeavors showed her wide range of interests and her deft ability to balance work and play. Her U.S., Australia, and U.K. real estate holdings demonstrated her sound financial judgment and appreciation of peace and beauty. She loved spending time in nature on her 187-acre ranch in Santa Ynez, California, one of her most treasured assets. This ranch was a private haven away from prying eyes and represented her love of expansive landscapes. Olivia had a gorgeous beachfront home in Byron Bay, Australia, her home country, which spoke to her affinity for calm settings and seaside vistas. These personal decisions reflected her ideals and desired lifestyle, not just financial gains. Olivia frequently used her residences as common areas to organize get-togethers and encourage well-being while she lived with family and friends. Her dedication to environmental responsibility was also evident in her real estate dealings, as she frequently backed eco-friendly restorations and procedures. Olivia secured her financial future by making prudent and deliberate real estate investments, giving her more flexibility to pursue her artistic and charitable ambitions. Her pursuits witness her holistic outlook on life, skillfully combining social responsibility, financial acumen, and personal fulfillment. Financial difficulties and health challenges. Olivia Newton-John faced significant personal and financial difficulties during the 1990s, sharply contrasting her prior public image of success and celebrity. Her unexpected financial setback was mainly caused by the bankruptcy of their Australian apparel brand, Koala Blue. Her discovery of breast cancer in 1992 brought about a transformative health struggle, which coincided with this financial burden. Olivia's resilience was put to the ultimate test during this difficult and paradoxical time. She overcame these obstacles by staying extremely open about her difficulties, letting her vulnerability let her audience relate to her more. Her battle with cancer turned from a personal struggle into a public campaign for support and awareness, and it became a crucial aspect of her story. Olivia used her prominence to support early detection, encourage women globally, and campaign for breast cancer research. She brought awareness to the problem that is frequently buried in secrecy by candidly sharing the highs and lows of her treatment and recovery. Her artistic ambitions were greatly enhanced, and her strength spurred her personal growth during this period as she channeled her experiences into meaningful music and activism. Olivia's stubborn perseverance in the face of hardship demonstrated her enduring spirit. It confirmed her reputation as a renowned artist and a strong and kind person on the international scene. Emerging victorious from cancer. After overcoming cancer, Olivia Newton-John personified the bravery and tenacity that characterized her later pursuits. Her treatment journey, which included chemotherapy, surgery, and a strong sense of will, became an inspiration to many. Following her recovery, Olivia developed a holistic approach to wellness, combining conventional medical care with complementary therapies like acupuncture and meditation. She never wavered in her optimism, focusing her energies on advocacy work and songs that mirrored her fresh outlook on life. Gaia, One Woman's Journey, her 1994 CD, was an artistic representation of empowerment and healing that chronicled her experiences. Her career changed during this time, combining activism with her creative endeavors. In addition to her passion for music, Olivia founded the Olivia Newton-John Cancer and Wellness Research Center in Melbourne to help cancer research. She worked to establish a setting that facilitated holistic patient care with a strong emphasis on well-being and emotional support, in addition to fundraising. Olivia gave numerous people facing comparable struggles comfort and strength by sharing her experience and supporting these projects. Her post-cancer initiatives demonstrated a solid dedication to using her lessons learned for the benefit of others, turning her grief into actionable hope and activism that would help others for years to come. Participation in cancer treatment and research. Olivia Newton-John's life after surgery was characterized by a sincere dedication to cancer research, and complementary therapies mirrored her conviction in all-encompassing medical treatments. Her personal breast cancer experience served as the inspiration for her advocacy work, motivating her to use her power to effect significant change. The founding of the Olivia Newton-John Cancer Wellness and Research Center in Melbourne, a facility that merged state-of-the-art technology with humane, comprehensive patient care, was a crucial accomplishment. Focusing on treating all facets of cancer recovery, the clinic combined conventional medical treatment plans with wellness therapies like yoga, art classes, and meditation. Olivia's involvement extended beyond Australia. She collaborated with global organizations, endorsing global awareness campaigns and fundraising initiatives. She regularly participated in public speaking engagements, charity concerts, and auctions to further the cancer prevention and patient empowerment discourse. Her commitment to advocacy stretched to the legislative arena, where she backed healthcare and cancer research funding measures. Olivia's unceasing efforts in this field demonstrated her profound empathy and dedication to advancing cutting-edge, patient-centered cancer therapy methods. Her dream of a society where health and medical care go hand in hand has profoundly influenced the medical profession, mirroring her philanthropic legacy and continued influence as a worldwide health advocate. Final years, an ongoing battle with cancer. Olivia Newton-John battled cancer a second and then a third time in her later years, overcoming each time with the same dignity and tenacity that marked her first encounter. Despite her recurring illness, she embodied courage and hope while pursuing her music career and charitable endeavors. Olivia kept performing and interacting with her fans while using her position to promote the topics dear to her. She continued to release new music that reflected her life's experiences and lessons learned despite her health struggles. Her CD, Live On, which she co-wrote with Amy Skye and Beth Nielsen Chapman, expressed her resilience and dedication to utilizing music to communicate and heal. Olivia's fortitude in the face of difficulty inspired other cancer survivors and anybody else to overcome obstacles in life. Her unrelenting enthusiasm for life and her work proved that hardship, passion, and purpose coexist. She became a symbol of grace under duress as a result of her multiple battles with cancer, inspiring people with her indomitable attitude and tireless activism. Her unwavering efforts demonstrated her faith in the efficacy of healing and optimism, concepts essential to her life story until the very end. Positivity and professional involvement. Olivia Newton-John's bright cheerfulness and professional involvement never faltered, even during difficult personal times. Her participation and active attitude helped maintain her positive outlook, enabling her to confront hardship head-on with grace and grit. This was demonstrated by her ongoing career in the music business, where she participated in performances and collaborations that profoundly impacted the crowds. Olivia kept a hectic schedule while juggling her charitable endeavors and artistic endeavors. She worked with various musicians, creating art that demonstrated her ongoing passion for creating music and emotional depth. Her efforts were motivated by her deep-seated desire to share her art with the world and make people happy, not just by the need to stay relevant. She continued to be deeply involved in cancer advocacy and wellness initiatives, which led to an expansion of her charitable activities. Olivia demonstrated her dedication to changing the world through her participation in fundraising events, her talks promoting awareness, and her continued funding of research projects. Her capacity to maintain optimism in the face of personal adversity inspired many, showing how one's perspective can turn setbacks into chances for development and influence. Many others were motivated to live purposeful lives by her example, which imbued each effort with the distinct charm and elegance that defined her whole life and career. Spending pandemic days in Santa Barbara. Olivia Newton-John loved her Santa Barbara home, where she felt safe and secure despite all the global uncertainties during the COVID-19 pandemic. She established a strong connection with nature and derived strength from the tranquil environment on the verdant, expansive estate. Olivia, surrounded by lush flowers and foliage, relished the slower pace of life that gave her more time to think about her family, her health, and herself. Her time alone allowed her to reflect, care for herself, and be creative. It also allowed her to maintain relationships with her followers via online performances and communications, overcoming geographical distance with genuine exchanges. She put a high value on her relationships at this period, making time for her husband, John Easterling, and other close relatives. Olivia's affection for animals was also a calming influence because her pets brought her happiness and company. Her perfect Santa Barbara location was a backdrop for rejuvenation and reconnection, enabling her to feel at peace amid the world's chaos. Her life philosophy, which guided her throughout her journey, was harmony between nature and self, and her surroundings represented that idea. Her calm days in this caring refuge captured her spirit of enduring life and her graceful way of enjoying life to the fullest, no matter what life threw at her. Versatile music career and enduring legacy. Olivia Newton-John's remarkable ability to seamlessly transition between several music genres while retaining authenticity and emotional connection is demonstrated by her diverse career in music. Her exceptional versatility enabled her to flourish in various musical genres, including dance pop, soft rock, pop, and country. Her distinct tone of voice, which permeated every piece of her work with warmth and sincerity, was the foundation for her versatility. In the early 1980s, hits like Physical combined contemporary synth-pop elements with her sound to create a viral hit song that completely changed her image. In addition to her career in music, Olivia has acted in movies and television shows. Her memorable portrayals as Sandy in Grease showcased her extraordinary acting abilities. Her proficiency in connecting with viewers across several channels demonstrated her in-depth knowledge of the dynamic entertainment industry. Olivia kept in touch with her fans over the years, releasing new songs that addressed self-discovery and development. Her reputation as a trailblazer in genre-bending music opened doors for newer musicians to explore and work together across conventional boundaries. Her long-standing support of cancer awareness and environmental advocacy has cemented her status as a cultural and humanitarian icon. Olivia has left a legacy of grace, talent, and tremendous influence that highlights her exceptional contributions to worldwide social initiatives and the arts. Influence on female artists. Olivia Newton-John has significantly impacted female musicians, encouraging upcoming generations to confidently and creatively pursue their artistic goals. Her innovative pop country sound revolutionized the genre and created a new standard for female musicians who dared to defy conventional assumptions. Olivia's ability to pursue financial success without compromising her artistic integrity served as a guide for managing the opportunities and pitfalls of the music industry. Her unafraid experimentation with different musical genres and her easy move into acting inspired many women to see more extensive possibilities for their careers. Her ability to balance public demands and personal authenticity was highly regarded by female artists who were inspired to pursue their paths despite external pressures. Her charitable endeavors also emphasized leveraging celebrity power to bring about constructive change and encouraged others to take up activism. After she died in 2022, tributes flowed in, with many modern musicians praising Olivia for influencing their creative paths. Her combination of solid talent, grace, and generosity continues to serve as a model for young female artists who find inspiration in her unwavering dedication to compassion and greatness. Olivia's lasting impact in this field is demonstrated by her legacy, which creates a climate where female musicians can flourish, be creative, and take genuine leadership roles. Olivia Newton-John's death. Around the world, Olivia Newton-John's passing was a tragic event that sparked grief and memories. Her protracted fight with cancer ultimately led to her death in 2022, which devastated millions of people who had grown up with her music and films. Supporters lamented the passing of a performer who influenced their lives' soundtracks and shone brightly due to her courageous public battle with sickness. Olivia's dedication to cancer awareness and holistic health advocacy extended beyond entertainment. Her legacy has profoundly affected numerous lives. Her remarkable career and gracious personal demeanor were emphasized in the tributes, highlighting the diverse range of her legacy that encompasses the arts, philanthropy, and genuine empathy. There was a celebration of her everlasting spirit and the legacy she left behind, in addition to the grief of her passing. Her life's work continues to have an impact on fans, advocates for healthcare, and upcoming artists all across the world. The passing of Olivia Newton-John serves as a reminder of both the transient nature of life and the enduring impact that a passionate and kind life may have. Her narrative inspires us to honor both the victories and the setbacks, reflecting her tenacity, inventiveness, and optimism legacy. Unrevealed details and life stories. Even with Olivia Newton-John's life story being widely documented in the media, there are still a lot of subtle details and unseen tales that add to our comprehension of her journey. People who knew her well often tell stories of her genuine warmth, generosity, and honesty, qualities that weren't always evident during public events. Her intimate moments, shared with friends and family, showed a woman whose passion for life extended beyond the stage and screen and who was devoted to her loved ones. Olivia was well known for her passion for horseback riding and commitment to sustainable living, two activities that highlighted her ideals. She was also an enthusiastic supporter of environmental and animal causes. Moreover, references to her humbleness and unsullied dedication behind the scenes are frequently shared by colleagues in the industry and collaborators, highlighting her image as a professional who values creativity and teamwork. These tales portray not just a legendary artist, but also a kind-hearted friend and humanitarian. The more people talk about her experiences, the more light is shown on the brave and sensitive sides of her personality that have greatly added to her popularity. Olivia Newton-John's life has never been limited to her public persona. Rather, it is a rich tapestry of meaningful interactions and influential contributions that kept coming to light, encouraging us to treasure and absorb the full scope of her extraordinary legacy. Olivia Newton-John enthralled and inspired people worldwide with her music, films, and compassionate heart. Hers is a tale of brilliant resiliency, a lasting legacy, and an influence beyond the stages and screens she walked on. We honor her life and treasure each nuance every second.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon